Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Dear friends and my fellow countrymen, I thought let me do this in English today. Not for any other reason, but for the purpose that those who do not understand Bangla, I normally do it in Bangla, but those who do not understand, it's for them. You see, the country is passing through a very bad phase. It's a national dilemma today that the manner in which we will be holding elections, will elections be held peacefully? Will there be free and fair elections in this country? This is something that is bothering the citizens of this country. Citizens are very concerned because we are having an economic problem. We cannot import enough coal or LNG to run our power plants. That's one problem. We're paying too much money as capacity payment, even without getting electricity. They don't generate electricity, but they still get payments. Prices of consumer goods, especially food, is rising. It's getting beyond the control of people who have fixed incomes. We have not been able to address this problem. This is something that the ministers, especially the commerce minister, should be addressing. We have finance minister has a problem. He doesn't go to the office regularly. The commerce minister doesn't go to the office regularly. We have a foreign minister who is virtually a joke, nothing more than a joke, a very silly person. And I don't know why he's still there. There's no reason. I do not know why cabinet reshuffle doesn't take place and things are brought under control. You get better people to come in and change things. You see, the problem is that the head of government is in a bubble and her access is limited to a very few people who do not tell her the truth, who do not give her the facts. So that has become a problem in decision making at the highest level. Free and fair elections, rule of law will only come, this nation will have stability only if we have free and fair elections. We've got very good minds, you know. People think that the current head of government is the best mind and the only mind in this nation. Unfortunately, it is not so. We have great minds in this country who can do a lot. Friends and my fellow countrymen, all institutions have been destroyed. We don't have a judiciary. We cannot call the Supreme Court of Bangladesh the Supreme Court of Bangladesh. People jokingly call it the Supreme Court of Awami League. Now some people are also calling it the Supreme Court of Taposh, after he came up with the statement that I have brought down a Chief Justice. Very contemptuous statement. Very contemptuous. But still, court wouldn't issue a contempt rule because they belong to the same clan. The Supreme Court now belongs to one clan. That has become a problem. So you cannot go anywhere for justice. Our constitution has failed us. The current constitution has totally failed us. We need to balance our constitution. We need to get the president directly elected. We need to give him some powers. Let us assume if we had a balanced constitution today, maybe this problem of a caretaker government would not have arisen at all. Maybe powers could be given to the president to run an election time government. This is an unbalanced constitution. This constitution was framed for one particular person in mind. That particular person has gone. We did not do anything with it. We run a parliamentary form of government, but then there is no concept of a parliamentary party electing a person to run the government. There's no concept. There's no concept in a parliamentary form of government that we have to have a no confidence motion. India has it. All other places where you have parliamentary forms of government, there are these provisions. So we have got to take a very hard look at this as to how we can go about doing it. Our economy is failing every day. I'm even say failing by the hour. Governments is not doing well today. People don't want to give us the prices. We do at a very minimal margin. We have leather industry which is also not doing well. We have remittances coming in, but that has also fallen drastically. We don't have the kind of remittances which used to come in, and then whatever comes in does not come in through the banking channels. So there's a problem there. Government has borrowed heavily from the banks, which has created a problem. So the country, the nation, is not doing well. We thought that as a nationalist leader, the current head of government, whose father is responsible for giving or creating a new nation in Bangladesh, having seceded from Pakistan, but I would not call it secession because it came about through a lot of blood and sacrifices. I mean, the current head of government has ruined everything. You can't trust the head of government because since 2008, all elections have been fabricated, cheated. There was no election in 2014. There was no election in 2018. And 2008 was a complete farce. Complete farce which was designed, that farce of 2008 was designed by our neighboring government, neighboring country, through the then Minister Pranab Mukherjee. And we all know, we haven't forgotten Sujata Singh. They all manipulated the 2008 elections by bribing those generals who were in charge, backing that interim government or caretaker government, but which had hardly any powers. So today, all this has landed us in a very bad situation. And if we would have good elections throughout, this government, Army League could have come, sometimes BNP could have come, sometimes some other force, sometimes a combined political government could have been formed. But our neighbors did not allow this to happen because they have faith in only one family. They don't have faith in anybody else. They don't have faith in the government, in the people of this country. They have no faith in the people of this country. As a result, what has happened? Bangladesh has gone beyond its means in giving things to our neighbor, regarding the neighbor as a true friend. But unfortunately, it turned out the other way around. That so-called friend, our neighbor, took every possible thing that Bangladesh could have given, and they're still working on taking whatever else they can. But what did we get in that bargain? We got nothing. We got a big zero. Big zero. No Tista. No curbs at the Faraka barrage. We can't build a barrage on Tista. We would love to build a barrage on the river Tista. But we are not building it because this government wouldn't build it. The plans are there. Everything is there. The project is there. It has been budgeted. Everything is there. But this government would not do it because they are beholden to our neighbor for keeping this government in power for the last 15 years. My dear countrymen, Bangladesh is in a very bad shape. You have to do something. People have to do something. And people must do something to preserve this nation as a sovereign nation. Thank you, friends. Thank you very much. Thank you, my dear countrymen. We look forward to better things from my countrymen. We want them to come out and speak. Thank you.